All right. Good morning. This is Shakab Ben Yasharal. I'm here to give y'all a demonstration on the MH721 MK2 that I purchased in a bundle from US Cutter. And first off, let me state that I have no sponsors for this video. This video is being done because somebody asked me to do a demonstration with this. So I'm going to demonstrate on regular roll of paper and a pen, because it has a pen attachment, instead of cutting and wasting vinyl, because I don't really have an idea right now that I want to cut out or have anything planned. So I'm gonna just do this video with the pen attachment and show you guys how to work it. But first thing I'm gonna do is walk you through some of the features of the cutter, and then we'll get into the software side and sending it to the cutter, adjusting things and getting it to where it will cut, or in this instance, right. So with that being said, we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, the setup I got going on right now, this is in my room. Like I said, this is just for purposes of the video. Again, this is just a demonstration to show someone who asked for the request of this video of how to use the MH721 MK cutter from US Cutter. This is a vinyl cutter, 28 inches, as you can see. But that's not the cutting width is, I believe, like, man, I should have had all these specs down. But you can go find the specs yourself. I'm just doing this demonstration in order to show somebody how to use it and what it's all about. Also, it comes with this Vinyl Master. I upgraded the software because I like to have, the features, more features than just the basics. So you can get away with just using the regular basics, program. But I like to upgrade and get some of the things unlocked. And you may find that you may want that done too. So here is the blade right here that I'm going to be changing out, as I told you, because I don't have an idea that I want to cut. So instead of cutting, we take the blade out, and as you can see, it's got a little bitty, if it'll focus, might not focus too well. I probably should have cleaned off my camera a little bit, but there's a little piece of blade stick. There you go. If you can see that, there's a little piece of blade sticking out there. That's your blade for cutting your vinyl. Again, this is over here is where you turn it on and plug it up. See, when it turns on, the blade adjusts itself and get ready. These are your control features, your reset button, your on, off. We're going to get into these settings a little more later. Your test button, setup button, test button, or origin. This is where you want your blade to start once you get it set. So with that being said, I'm going to show you also right here. This is where the pin attachment will go. I'm going to try to do this stuff with one hand, but I'm also going to put it back on the stand once I get situated and giving y'all a walk around. Over here is your USB connector from here, and it's going into my laptop so that the software and the machine can speak. Back here, you have your, these are your rollers right here. This lever lifts it up and down, up and down. You got 3 levers. What you don't want to do is have any of your levers. See, that's a little too close for me. I don't like it that close. So I like to move this either side. It don't matter, either side. But you just want it not on this. You never want it right there. You never want your roller right there. But these rollers do move, and you can move them off, take them off, adjust them the way you need to adjust them, and they help keep your vinyl in place. So I like to usually keep mine either one on this end, one on this end, depending on how big it is. And then this one in the middle, like I said, you never want it right here directly on that, but either to the left or the right of that is good. And also, like I said, these levers up and down to hold your vinyl in place once you get it lined up. And we're gonna do some of that with the paper. You also have these tension knobs back here. You adjust the tension. When I first got it, it would leave these roller marks on the vinyl, but they go away. But if you adjust them right off the bat, they won't be so heavily imprinted in your vinyl. So you just just adjust those gold knobs. They turn left or right and give you your tension. You know, more tension or less tension. So, all right. Again, up and down. This is down. When this is down, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Down holds it in. Click them up, and you got them up. This is a fuse, just in case it blows a fuse. This is where you change it at, and they send you some extras in the package you get with the cutter, included with the cutter. Also some extra blades. Let me see. I think that's pretty much. You have this. This is a good guideline here, the ruler here. Like I said, it's 28. This is a 28-inch vinyl cutter, but the cutting width is not 28 because this blade, you know, this takes up space right here, and then it can't get all the way to the end here. So you basically, I'm not sure what the exact specs is, but you're getting at least 20-something inches. You know, depending on what you're cutting, which is good enough. And then not the width. This is your width, but your length. I think you could pretty much go as far as your imagination is, or as long as your roll is. So, but don't quote me on that. We'll double check that as well. So, now I'm about to load up some paper. And I'll be right back, and we'll get into how to keep your paper lined up and how to keep get it set up for you to print something. So we'll be right back. Okay. All right, guys, we back. I know I'm looking a little rough. I shouldn't be on the camera. Nah, I don't really care about all that. But anyway, okay. So now I got the phone set up so that I can use both hands with this. Again, we are about to line up. I'm going to show you guys how to line up your paper or your vinyl. Right now, we're using paper for the sake of this video. But first, let me show you this. Let me see if I can get it over there. I'm going to try to move it up a little closer, and we should be all right. Like I said, I had to do this in the room because we got a house full of kids right now. And, you know, then my notifications coming through. I should have turned them off. So if the volume go down, it'll come back up. But anyway, this is the pen attachment that I was telling you guys about. Just a regular ballpoint pen. And I wish I would have used this feature when I first got the machine. I did a project and I was messing up a lot of vinyl. Until one day the bulb went off like, okay, figure out why they gave you this pen and what it's for. And I couldn't find any rolls no bigger than 18 inches. I believe this is 18 inches. And I was like, okay, how do I use the 18-inch roll and it goes all to 28? So I started, what it did was force me to learn how to adjust this thing and adjust the software to keep your image within your boundaries in order to get the cut. Because I was all out of the boundaries, didn't know what I was doing at first. So with that being said, this is the pen. It clicks in, it snaps into the, well, it don't really snap, but you put it into the holder here, and then you just tighten up the bracket that's holding it in place. It don't have to be too tight, just enough to keep it in place. So now this pen acts as the blade for you. And so, like I was telling you guys, I got the paper. You feed your paper from this way. Let me show you. I just threw the whole thing. You feed your vinyl or paper in this way. There's also a hack for this thing. I've seen people put tape, smoothed it out, put some tape over this thing. so that you know, your vinyl or your paper wouldn't get so caught up when it's coming through. But it's not really a big deal. Just take your time. So now, once you get yourself set up and you find yourself a guide, you can either use this. Me, I like to take it over. I like to bring it over closer to this. Even though this line is not the straightest line, I'm gonna figure out a way to make some markers for myself. You want to line the paper up. Once you get this paper up, what you don't want it to do is drift from the left or to the right. You want it to come straight down and up and down, straight in and out. Because with that, if it's drifting either way, you're gonna have a messy cut. So what you do is keep adjusting this paper until you get it coming in straight and going back in and out straight. So this is, again, here we are. Let me see if I can move this closer and you can get a better view. Uh-oh, don't mean to tip it. But again, like I said, this is your reset button. Resets everything. Got everything reset right from the beginning. Now, this is, you take your offline. You hit your offline, and this gives you the power to move your blade or your pen left or right, and set the origin mark of where you want your blade to start. And then you have your up and down with the vinyl. And see, it takes it in. And I think I got a pretty good lineup just off the top. But as you can see, it drifted over a little bit here, but it's not a whole lot of drift. So that is good, but we're gonna even try to correct that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna lift up one of the rollers and try to get a tighter and a more firmer or a better lineup, put it like that. So now you go right back to what I was doing, in and out. Now you see how you either gonna adjust it left, or adjust it in a little, or adjust it to the back a little bit. And I believe that by that little adjustment, as you can see, I got it to adjust pretty much right on point. It's not drifting as much to the left, and it's not drifting as much to the right. So you could get a good cut out of that. Now, with that being said, with your roll, once you do get a good adjustment on it, coming in and out, you want to make sure that you move your blade to where you want it to start. But like, remember I told y'all this is only an 18-inch piece of paper, so you might want to just cut your image at like 16 inches so that it don't go. Now 16 inches in width. Towards the back, you can go as long as you want, as long as this roll is rolling. But it won't be that long, just for the sake of the video. So again, this moves your blade. This moves your vinyl or your paper. So I think that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my blade or my pen right now for the sake of the video. I'm going to put the pen right here. I'm going to start the origin just right there, and not too far off of the paper. Let me get an image set up on the software and I'll be back. All right. Okay, guys, we back. Now, one thing I didn't tell y'all at the end of that video, I'm going to swing this back over here to the cutter. Like I said, once you get your, hold on, y'all, I'm trying to move this thing. I'm all in there. Hi. Yeah, anyway, once you get your blade, yeah, I be clowning sometimes, y'all. And look at my hands. I shouldn't even be on video with these ashy hands, but who cares, right? All right, so once you get your blade moved and your vinyl set, after you had your offline button, you hit your origin. So that when you hit origin, this is exactly where your pen is going to start drawing from, or start, putting the image together. I didn't get into cut speed and the pressure of this. I just got it set at the normal, way it came out of the box, or how they tell you to set it up. So we're gonna leave it that way. So now I'm gonna adjust the camera back right now, I'm gonna just leave it like this so y'all can kind of see the software. Now, as you see, I got the image up. This is the Paleo name of our creator. I could have found the pic though, but I like Pico. I like them all because it's our creator's name. But for the sake of the video, just to save time, we're gonna use the Paleo. So now we got the image, and up here you can adjust. You know, the software. I'm not finna go into detail with this. I'm just doing this video to show how the cutter works. So anyway, this is a letter size, but you have many different options of what you're doing work with: banners, yard signs, letter, you know, US letter, standard 8.5 by 11 inches. And as you can see up here, it tells you exactly what you got on it. This is your outline or whatever. So say I wanted to cut this, but being that I do have 18 inches up on the thing, I can take this and change it, change the thing. So remember, I told you, you want to be careful. See, the blade goes all the way over. I'm not exactly sure how much cut area you get, but for the sake of this, we're going to just do, since I know that this paper is 18 inches. And again, matter of fact, let me set this blade to the edge of this right there. And I'm going to show y'all how to do a test run on it to make sure that you're covering your vinyl, or that your blade will cut within the limits of your vinyl. So like I said, I'm going to change this. Well, it might not even change since I got this on letter. So first thing I want to do, I'm going to just leave it like it is because I don't feel like going through all of that. I would have to change the size of the paper and all that stuff. But 8.5, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave that like it is. I'm going to leave everything like it is. So I got that at an 8.5, and I got the length at 11. And I could take that back. Now, see, I will change that. I'm going to change that. No, I won't. No, I'm not. Okay, anyway, y'all, I got the image that I want to cut or print. And so you go to this little spooler tool here, or the little blade looking thing, and you click down on it and you say send to cutter. Now let me show y'all the test on here first. This is one way to find out how good your blade is cutting, and if your settings are right. You want to, let me get this up, y'all, real quick. You got a test button I told y'all about up here. Now watch what happens when you hit the test button. All right, I'm gonna bring this forward. As you see, this is the first warm up with the pen. I should have scratched it on something, but it gave us a test cut. Now, if it was the blade and this was vinyl, it would have cut this vinyl, cut that star. You pick that star up to see how good it cut through the vinyl. If it didn't, then you would adjust it to make sure you're getting a good cut. You don't want to cut through your vinyl and the backing on your vinyl. You just want to cut the vinyl out. So I'm gonna do another test. Warm the first. Let me warm this back up. Get it back in spot. Now hit test again. See, and you get another. You can pull this, or you can adjust it the way I did. I'm gonna just leave it like it is since it's already set in a spot. But as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it made 2 stars. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's how you test one way to find out if you're getting a good cut or a good draw. Look like the pen needs to be adjusted a little bit. So now we're gonna come back over here to the software. Let me adjust this camera back down. All right, how's that? All right, that's cool. So now, usually when you come over here to your plotter or your software, you could cut by color. You could cut by which is a good thing. If you cut in different color vinyls, it'll cut. You can set it all up to where it'll have it cutting by color, which, as you can see, my last job, I had it like that. This ain't really got no color in it. It's just a regular drawing. So we're going to just leave it at that. You have registration marks you can do. But see, all of this stuff. Oh, here we go. The width of cutting, the maximum cut width on a 28-inch vinyl cutter, it has 24.803 inches. So which means that you want to, that's the maximum you can do. Anything outside of that, you're not going to get a good cut. So you want to make sure that you're staying within that 24.8 range of cutting. Now that's the width. Now the length, like I said, you can go as long as your vinyl cutter. Long as your vinyl is. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do another area test. This is called an area test. But let's watch what happens. We got the area test. It says send area test. I say yes. Now look at that. That's funny that it's working, because usually it'll be telling me hook up your machine. Your machine is offline. You need to hook it up. So it actually worked. So I'm gonna do it again so you guys can see. This is called an area test. The area test is making sure that whatever you're cutting is within the limits of the vinyl. Now just watch that blade, and it should show you. I'm gonna turn the camera this way like that. See if you can get it all. Watch this. This is your area test. So, as you see, we did as you saw, we did a test to see how good it would cut through the vinyl. And then we did a test to see if you're covering the vinyl enough, covering the area of the vinyl to make the perfect cut for you. And we got all of that in place. So now what we're going to do is just send the job and let the cutter do some cutting. But in this case, it'll be doing some writing. I'm going to move it back just a little bit, y'all. Okay? So here we go. We're going to send, we know that the vinyl, the cut of the vinyl is going to be good. And we know that the image that we're cutting is going to be within the limits of the vinyl. So now we'll just send it straight to the cut, which here, on your software, you're going to go over here and you're going to hit cut now. I know you guys probably can't see this. And like I said, this is not a software video. This is more of the vinyl cutter video. So here we go. We're going to go back over here and we're going to send it to cut now. And then it asks you, do you want to proceed with cut? You say yes. So as you can see, it's cutting exactly what we had, the image that we had, which was the paleo name of the creator, Yahuwah. And that's pretty much it, everybody. It goes right back, as you see that the blade went right back to the original spot it started in. So now what you would do once your vinyl was cut, you take this and pull it. And here, we have the same image that we got right there. We have that same image right here. Same thing we sent from here. It cut it right here. And once you got your image, you take either a blade. You take a straight razor or whatever, or a pair of good cutters. Since this is paper, I'm just using the scissors. And you cut it off. And that's it. That's it. That's all to it. There's no more, no less. There's a learning curve with the software, but it's not hard to learn. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys got something out of this. I'm probably going to drop this on my YouTube channel. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep trying to do more videos. We got some sublimation mugs we're going to be doing. Some tumblers we're going to be doing. We're doing shirts. I may start to do videos on all that stuff just so y'all can get a knack of what we do and how we do it behind the scenes. So until next time, everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Much love. Peace. Oh, not peace. Much love and shalom.